What's news? Off you go, Gail.
Afternoon. Should we do a bit of team news first of all? I guess the big one's probably how Esteban is. Should we start with him?
Yeah, Este's back on the pitch, but he's not ready for this one. We need to be really careful, given Este was a hamstring injury. So he just needs to clear a few more markers before we put him back in. But obviously, it'll be a big boost to have him back in the group.
And anyone else that we don't know about, kind of not available?
No.
Knocks this week?
No, Jamie Gittins is getting really close, which is great. He had a really positive scan. So hopefully within the next 7 days he'll be back in the group. In terms of from the Aston Villa game, there's no injuries from that, which is fantastic.
And Lavio, is he ready to go from the off?
Yeah.
Because it feels like it's a really good opportunity for him, doesn't it?
It is. Yeah, I'm delighted for him. Romeo will definitely play a part, and he'll play a huge part for the rest of the season. We know of his attributes. He's been itching to play, but we've tried to build him in the best possible way. But yeah, his chances to come. He's definitely going to play in these next few games.
I know you have spoken a lot about goalkeepers over the last sort of week or so, and I know you spoke about your selection this week. What do you do going forwards in the next few games? Because you would often switch into a cup keeper, if you like. So how are you going to balance this over the next
I think
2-3 weeks?
For me, like genuinely, I look at the goalkeeper position maybe differently. It's on each game. I want there to be competition in every area of the pitch. I know traditionally, if there's a change of goalkeeper, it's like he's now the number one. It's not the case. It's not the case at all. So we will pick, and I will try and pick the best team possible for each game. And Phil's been waiting, not waiting. He's been working for his opportunity. I thought he took his opportunity really well. Our massive influence in the game in terms of our build structure and how we created chances and goals came from Phil, and he put in a really good performance. But Rob's put in great performances as well. But I want there to be competition in every area of the pitch.
I understand that, and we've sort of seen it before, maybe at Arsenal with Rosenior and not having a number one. But clearly, if you are a goalkeeper, it is slightly different in terms of finding your rhythm and your confidence, and also that kind of connection with those in front of you, isn't it? So don't you need some sort of continuity? Yeah,
you need continuity, but you need to win games of football. And there's different ways. Modern coaching or old school or anything, I will pick the team that I think is best to win each game. I don't think I've kept the same 11 in any game that we've played. Now, people can say you need continuity, and if we lose, then we don't have enough continuity. If we win, then it's the right decision. I made a decision about the Aston Villa game that I think was proven correct. Hopefully, I'll make more correct decisions moving forward.
Just to final on this, if I'm Robert Sanchez and I've been playing most of these Premier League games, and I know Philip has had a bit of an injury as well, how does he react this week to not playing in what was a massive game for you on Tuesday night, and then maybe he does find himself in the FA Cup team where you have to? How does he react? How do you have that conversation with him?
I already have done. Been really honest with Rob. He was really disappointed not to play the game, which I expect for every player, whether they're a goalkeeper or an outfield player. But the way Rob responded in training, the way he responded in terms of supporting Philippe, in terms of the warm-up, in terms of in the dressing room, was magnificent. There was no difference in him. And, I've spoken about Garnacho and the way he's responded to not being in the team. If we're going to be successful in the short and long term, you need a group, you need a squad with the right mentality. And Rob, so far, has been absolutely magnificent in that.
Talking of mentality, you might need a bit of that tomorrow, mightn't you? It's quite a story. I wonder if you had your feet up over the years watching.
I've seen a few.
Have you?
Yeah, I've seen a few. When you see a club grow, develop, improve, and come up through the leagues, it's a great story. They've done a great job. I think Phil's done an incredible job the way he's managed the team, the position they're in the league as well now. We know it's going to be a really difficult game. We know it's a club that's on the rise, and there's a good energy and a good vibe around, and it's hard to play against that. So we take the game really seriously. For us, it's an opportunity to win a trophy.
For you, do you ever fancy being kind of lead actor in
No.
donkey soap? Do you not fancy it?
No, I'm all right in this job. I'll leave the acting to the professionals. It's brilliant. I think to be open with the public about how a football club works, and people were interested in it, and it's been a great story for them, and hopefully after the game it continues for them.
Just finally for me then, it is going to have a huge worldwide audience because of who's involved, which is great, but you're kind of going to be the baddies, aren't you?
Yeah.
Tomorrow. I mean, like, everybody is willing this kind of fairy tale
For sure.
to take a kind of another plot twist, aren't they?
That's what football's about. That's what the FA Cup is about, and we need to be respectful of that. We understand we're the favourites to win the game, rightfully so, and we need to go and play like that tomorrow evening.
Thanks, Gail. Nizar?
I guess the good thing about being sort of the baddies is that you're one of the favourites to win the competition as well, and you already said you're very ambitious to win silverware. So how important is it for you personally to get silverware as soon as possible?
That's why I'm here. It's what you dream of as a player or a coach or a manager. You want to win things. The FA Cup is an amazing competition for the tradition and history. But what we have to do tomorrow, is not think about the trophy or the final, is concentrate on Wrexham. I think so far in my time, if I go back to the Charlton game or the whole game, what pleased me so much in those games was the application of the players. I thought we were excellent, and we're going to have to be at the same level at least to win the game tomorrow.
I know the feeling at Strasbourg was that you could win a trophy maybe in the future, but you must have thought when you're arriving into Chelsea in January, it'd be great to add to my trophy cabinet. As a player, you didn't really play for a club like Chelsea.
I wasn't good enough.
How much do you want to be good enough to be as a manager, that kind of individual that can win trophies?
It's what you work for, but if you focus on the trophy in the end of the season, you're probably not going to win anything. It's the next game. It really is. We have to focus on the next game. The players have just outside, just finishing training now. They are in a really, really good frame of mind. Obviously, the Aston Villa result and performance has given us confidence, but at the same time, we need to focus on this game and make sure we come through at the other side.
When you were saying, in your last press conference that you're not making any competition secondary, but a lot of teams would maybe make the FA Cup secondary in your scenario. So how are you going to sort of rotate through the Champions League, the Premier League, and FA Cup here?
I've said from day one I'm going to use the squad. I've just said I don't think I've had the same starting 11 in any game that we've played, because I know I've got an excellent squad. My idea and the club's idea is to build a squad to win trophies, and you need to rotate. It's impossible. I don't know what the stat is, but from us playing in the Club World Cup, we've played over 100 games in a short space of time. We need to make sure we're strong enough to compete in every game, but we're expected to win every game that we play.
Thanks, Nizar. Simon?
Elliot, good to start with just a general question. Just there seems to be a bit of noise about the way Arsenal are potentially winning the title. What do you make of their style of play, having come up against them last season?
They're a very good team. That's why they are where they are. I think they're very well organised in every aspect of the game, and I think the beautiful thing about football is you can play any way that you want to play it if you believe in it. They believe in what they do. Everybody has a different idea. That's why you have different managers with different styles. I'm not there to judge. I don't judge any other team. I respect every team in the way that they go about things, and you have to find a way to adapt and overcome that.
Getting back to Chelsea, speaking of players who might have an opportunity tomorrow, Liam Delap, João Pedro is absolutely flying. How difficult is it for Liam at the moment with the sort of contrast? He's only scored a couple of goals since the move. And is the hamstring injury perhaps something that's still on his mind? That he's not
Liam's last game, he got 3 assists. He was in a good place. You need a group. João is on fire, but that's nothing on Liam. That's João's performances. That's the level that we need to have, and I expect Liam, when he does get his opportunity, to take it, to show his quality. So it's not you're not comparing players. You're respecting them for their each individual strength. Liam will have his opportunities to play in big games, and it's up to him to take it, and I'm confident that he will.
Is he 100%?
Yeah.
So the injuries.
He's absolutely fine.